How we doing, guys? Myself, Chris Credit, OBE, hitting you with a quick one. Real talk, true seasons. Don't worry. Oh, wait, you saw my last post where my man's talking about the TikTok, talking about, oh, no, my kids are not on there, and if your kids are underage and all the rest of it. So you're basically talking about data. And then once again, take a look at this video. Don't worry. I'll wait.
And China is central to this because TikTok is a Chinese company and Western nations fear that one day all of that data could be handed over to the communist government in Beijing.
The TikTok leadership will say, absolutely not, we won't do that. Whereas others will point to the Chinese national security law, which says that any company or citizen working out of China is compelled to hand over data to the Chinese intelligence services if it's in the national interest.
And of course, this is the geopolitical backdrop. The leaders of the UK, the US and Australia signing off on nuclear submarines earlier this week to counter the threat of Beijing. From military to cyber, the West is moving together. The United States banned TikTok from government devices in December. The European Commission did so in February. Following today's announcement from the British government, TikTok said, "We believe these bans have been based on fundamental misconceptions and driven by wider geopolitics, in which TikTok and now millions of users in the UK play no part." But could the UK go even further? Over in the US, they're already discussing banning TikTok altogether, with the FBI director issuing this clear warning to senators last week.
Could they use TikTok to control data on millions of users?
Yes.
Could they use it to control the software on millions of devices given the opportunity to do so?
Yes.
Could they use it to drive narratives, like to divide Americans against each other?
Yes, and I would make the point on that last one in particular that we're not sure that we would see many of the outward signs of it happening if it was happening.
I'm not leaving.
But some British politicians are perhaps not so concerned.
I'm not leaving.
A gleeful Grant Shapps shared this video.
I'm not leaving!
He was celebrating the fact that ministers can still use TikTok on their personal devices. But what about the rest of us? If you're a teenager in this country using TikTok, or you're a concerned adult, how worried should you be?
You should, of course, be worried about the amount of data you're giving to a Chinese company. There is a wider question here about how the individual and citizen shares data with platforms. And we've seen the amount of data that TikTok takes is it's quite staggering.
TikTok might be a fun video app for some, but it's another piece in this modern geopolitical jigsaw. Today's move is a precautionary step, but if bans become the norm, how would not just Beijing react, but the millions who use TikTok every day?
Help me make it make sense so they all know. And once again, England even know that if China gets all of our data, they're going to have control over our government, control over our country, control over the way that we monetize and deal with certain things, because our data now has become stocks, has become shares, has become the real stock market, the real human life stock market. Because guess what? If I know your data and I know all the things that you like and all the things that you want to do, guess what? It's much more avenue for me to be able to sell it to now a corporation and say, you know what, you see Chris over there, he likes buying these kind of goods, you know, and then them man are going to be able to start putting it around or 5 meters or 5 miles away from your house. You've already been getting it on social media. Sometimes when you're looking at something on Google, tutus, you're jumping on Instagram's like, yo, you still want to buy that massage gun? You're like, rude boy, how comes you're just promoting a massage gun to me? Or sometimes they might be promoting Just Eat or promoting another food restaurant that's close to you, KFC, that's in your area. But it's literally specifically telling you the KFC that's down the road from your house. Help me make it make sense. And now all of a sudden, England's like, yeah, nah, right now, China's got too much rights. All right, I think we might have to pull back on certain things. Yeah. I've smelled the coffee. Yeah, I smell different things happening. And right now, the world is just dividing. And we've got Saudi Arabia, Russia, and China all coming together right now. So help me make it make sense. Don't worry, I'll wait. Maths and science. What's you guys' thoughts? Comment below.